Hey everybody, Brimstone here, and I wanted to bring you a video today that is actually something I am very interested in and upset that we didn't get, and that is a Justice League Dark movie. Now, Justice League Dark, there's an animated series, and it centers around the more magical aspects of the DC universe. Um, Constantine, Zatanna, Etrigan, Boston Brand, absolutely fantastic characters, and some of the oldest DC characters, save for Constantine, who got merged in, which they absolutely butchered the character. But they were supposed to have a movie, and we're going to get into that in a bit here. But if you do know what I'm talking about, if you want to hear more low key pop culture stuff, if you want to hear movies, TV shows, comic books, stuff that's low key that might not be covered by the bigger channels, hit that like, hit that sub button, share this video out there, and let's get into some of this. So we were supposed to get an original Justice League film by Guillermo del Toro. And this is one of those movies that I think would have blockbustered. It would have been up there with Hellboy. It would have been up there with all the other Pan's Labyrinth. Del Toro is one of my favorite directors on the planet. His visual style, his way of storytelling, everything is absolutely phenomenal. And it sucks that we did not get this. And from what I've read, it said that he wanted to do it, and he's like, "Okay, Warner Brothers, let me go make this movie, and I will happily make this for you. We will do all of it. I really want to work on this, but I got to make this movie first." And Warner Brothers like, "No, we're not going to have you do that." And I'm like, "Okay," but you know what he ended up making? The Shape of Water, which was freaking Beauty and the Beast meets Creature from the Black Lagoon. It was phenomenally good, and I loved it. But this should have been made. And I got a couple articles to go over here with you. First of all, is this one. I don't know when this came out, but he does Guillermo Justice del Toro and what his version of Justice League Dark would have been. World-renowned director Guillermo del Toro has officially revealed what Justice League Dark would have been if he continued to helm the project. The critically acclaimed director was reportedly working on a film almost a decade ago, but the movie was later replaced by another. J.J. Abrams later signed on to direct Justice League Dark. Thank God we didn't get that and film, but the projects are currently still being in the beginning stages. They're never going to get made. With the recent podcast interview, Happy, Sad, Confused, Del Toro shared with his fans that his version of Justice League Dark would look like and the direction he wanted to take it and expand on. I took a little bit of the opening from the Alan Moore Constantine. I took the dynamics between Abby Arcane and Swamp Thing and took a sort of revelatory moments when Deadman gets into a body and how he would experience the consciousness of that being. And one of the many all-time favorites is the Demon. I love that character. Del Toro and I have a lot in common. I am a massive fan of Etrigan and Jason Blood. I have most of the original run, and I have a whole short box dedicated to just Demon and Etrigan. So you try to put them together. Zatanna is really, for me, another character that gets really effortlessly powerful and interesting. So trying to mix that with the Colorian, and they were going to have the Witch Boy. Grr! Del Toro was originally replaced by Doug Linnam, who also did not complete the film. There is no word when JJ will release his version of the Justice League Dark, and check out the conversation below. Okay, so let's watch this.
Going to be.
I took a little bit of the opening of, the Alan Moore Constantine, and I took the dynamics between Abby and Swamp Thing, and I took the sort of revelatory moments when Deadman gets into a body, how he would experience the consciousness of that being, blah blah blah, and one of my all-time favorites is Demon Etrigan and Jason Blood, and I love that character, and so you try to put them together. Zatanna Zatanna is really, for me, another character that uh, is really effortlessly powerful and interesting. So trying to mix that with Clarion the Witch Boy, with everything. I mean, look, I was a DC guy.
Oh, we missed out, man. So another at Spider-Man No Way Home. But yeah, that is, we got robbed. Like seriously, we got seriously robbed by this. And James Gunn has started to come up. This is from June of 2025. James Gunn opens out about Guillermo del Toro's wish to make Justice League Dark film. He never said that to me. I hate you. I don't like James Gunn. I don't say I hate him. I don't like him. Hate takes a lot of energy, and is honestly hating somebody is really not worth it. James Gunn has done more damage to DC just with his Superman movie than the New 52 did. And I have zero drive to ever go see the Superman. I have watched snippets. I have hit all the good points. And it made me realize that it is a TikTok Superman. It is a fast-paced, badly cut together series of shorts that move along so fast that you don't get to feel the feelings that the movie is decided to invoke. And he did this for 2 hours. You paid $15 for a thing. You could get a movie you could watch off of TikTok stitched together, and you didn't have to pay for it. So let's get into this article. James Gunn opens up about Guillermo del Toro's Make-A-Wish Justice League Dark film he never said to me. You may have once or twice in your travels heard the rumor that the legendary Guillermo del Toro wants to make a Justice League Dark film. What would be cool? That would be cool. Why wouldn't it? Well, despite the word of del Toro's interest, DC's boss, James Gunn, says that he's yet to hear from the filmmaker about wanting to work on the project. I love Guillermo del Toro. We own a movie theater together. By the way, Guillermo never said that to me. He says, Entertainment Weekly. I hear these things about Guillermo. Would love to do Justice League Dark. Well, Guillermo never said that to me. DC did make an animated Justice League Dark series in 2007. Yeah, it was Batman featuring the Justice League Dark, and that's my issue with it. Batman's works with the Justice League Dark, but they made him the focal point and center character because DC doesn't have faith in their other characters outside of Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman. But the new incarnation, that del Toro at the helm, well, that would be a cool idea while it lasted. Gunn even noted that del Toro isn't the only major filmmaker he's heard with these types of comments. Just let Steven Spielberg do his Black Hawks movie. He wants to do Steven Spielberg. He would do a pretty decent Black Hawks. Who I love above anyone else, said he has never said that to me. So these things get blown out of proportion, he added. The filmmaker, who is head of DC Studios alongside Peter Safran, as well as the writer and director of the upcoming Superman movie. Again, this article was put out in June. Upcoming Superman movie, said that he even had the same things happen years ago to him in relation to Thunderbolts. Years ago, I wanted to make a Thunderbolts movie and Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah, Gunn needs to learn to shut up. But no, personally, while it would be great to see del Toro at the helm, it would be fantastic to see Constantine. I would love to see Etrigan on the big screen, but at the same time, it would terrify me. And why? We have seen the mistreatment of our heroes in the past 5 or 6 years consistently decide to tear them down little by little. Sure, there is good movies, and if you enjoy them, that's great. But they are being torn down systematically over and over and over again. And they don't do justice. The directors want to do their own thing. They have no interest in adapting the stories that are already written. They want to do their thing and put their spin on it. But the old comic book fans would much rather see the old stories adapted so they can see it on the big screen. And they just don't do that. For me, as much as I would love to see Etrigan and the Justice League Dark up on the screen, Constantine, Zatanna, Swamp Thing, Boston Brand, and all of them, it's one of those projects that is best left not, because I don't want to see more of my personal favorite heroes torn down for some director's nude spin on something or some shit like that. Turn Jason Blood into a girl, Jenna Blood, or whatever the heck you did, like they did with freaking Sandman. But no, it's just, it's one of those projects that needs to let lie, and you need to let it be. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments below. Do you think they should do a Justice League Dark? Do you think Del Toro should head it? Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you made it this far, please hit that like, hit that sub button, share this video out there, and I will catch you all in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day.